If you want to upgrade how your brain processes reality, you must choose between two competing mental operating systems. Everyone seeks mental clarity, but we are often forced to choose between proven traditional methods and more aggressive modern approaches. The choice comes down to this. You can practice radical acceptance of your situation, or you can take the steps to actively reconstruct your perception of it. The stakes are high. Choosing the wrong method means either attempting to accept a situation you should be changing, or burning out while trying to reframe a crisis you simply need to survive. We can better understand this choice by evaluating two specific contenders: classical mindfulness and quantum mindfulness. One acts as a mental shield, while the other serves as a tool for cognitive architecture. The system you choose dictates your response to stress today and determines the parameters of your future reality. Classical mindfulness is a regulatory practice designed to reduce the intensity of your emotional reactions. This method relies on witness consciousness. Witness consciousness is the practice of intentional, non-judgmental observation of present moment phenomena. This chart shows the primary objective: pushing emotional valence toward zero to neutralize negative cognitive appraisals. By observing without reacting, you gradually decrease the signal strength of negative thoughts. Achieving this state provides equanimity, a result we call passive mastery. This is a high-efficiency tool, perfect for maintaining stability during acute stress or in chaotic environments. Classical mindfulness works as a psychological heat shield. It doesn't change the temperature of the world, but it ensures you won't burn up inside it. While effective, this dampening practice assumes the mind is a passive recipient of reality. When you push emotional valence to zero, you eliminate pain, but you also risk losing your forward momentum. Passive observation does not rewrite underlying mental biases. It simply allows you to ignore the original triggers that remain intact. If your goal is to optimize your psychological baseline rather than just survive it, you need a more proactive system. Inner peace is a powerful defense, but high-performance optimization requires you to play offense. Quantum mindfulness provides an active practice of meaning generation. It centers on cognitive agency. Cognitive agency is the ability to consciously guide the collapse of mental potentials into a desired psychological state. In this framework, you are no longer a passive witness. You function as a dynamic observer-participant. This schematic illustrates forcing a positive appraisal. The observation input feeds the appraisal node, looping back to alter a foundational block labeled bias_M1. Through intentional reframing, this process shifts your baseline mental bias, resulting in what practitioners call active mastery and perceptual freedom. This level of control requires you to actively construct new meaning, rather than accepting whatever experience is presented to you. Quantum mindfulness establishes the mind as an active engine that generates your subjective experience. Unlocking this level of control requires a significant increase in cognitive load and disciplined mental effort. It demands structural introspection. Structural introspection is a form of self-examination focused on understanding the underlying architecture of one's own consciousness and psychological patterns. Attempting this high-effort technique during an acute crisis without proper training leads directly to cognitive overwhelm. This chart compares the systems by plotting effort required against the scale of transformation achieved. Classical mindfulness occupies the bottom left, low effort for a medium impact of calm. Quantum mindfulness lands in the top right, high effort yielding a high impact on your psychological baseline. This shift in psychic architecture is a calculated, expensive transaction. You are trading raw mental energy for control over your consciousness. Your choice depends on your current life circumstances and your available energy reserves. Use this decision tree to identify the correct operating system. If you are overwhelmed or stressed, follow this path. You need the low-friction return of passive observation to restore a functional baseline. If you are stable but stuck, take this route. This path is for the high-performance optimizer who is ready to break inherited scripts and do the heavy lifting of active reality construction. Identify your current needs, put in the daily reps, and truly take command of your own awareness. Whether you need to calm the storm or build a new city, the power to define your experience lies in how you choose to focus your attention.